Develop a personal philosophy. Success starts with how you think. Every journey from average to fortune begins in the mind. Before wealth can appear in your bank account, it has to first exist in your philosophy. Personal philosophy is the collection of beliefs, attitudes, and guiding principles you hold about life, work, success, money, and personal growth. The person who remains average often does so not because of a lack of opportunity, but because of a lack of thinking. When thoughts are small, results stay small. When the mind is conditioned to believe that average is acceptable or inevitable, there is no internal push to break through to the extraordinary. Fortune is never a matter of luck or talent alone. It is a reflection of how a person thinks, plans, and responds to life's challenges. Philosophy shapes the way a person approaches every aspect of life, from how they treat time, to how they handle adversity, to how they perceive opportunities. The average person often sees problems where opportunities exist, while those who step into fortune train their minds to recognize potential even in difficult situations. Developing the right personal philosophy is not about merely adopting positive thinking. It is about creating a clear, strong framework of beliefs that support growth, persistence, and smart decision-making. If the philosophy is weak, even the best opportunities will slip through one's fingers, either through fear, procrastination, or lack of vision. To rise from average to fortune, a shift must take place in the core beliefs a person holds about themselves and their potential. The average mind says, "I'll be lucky if things work out." The mind heading toward fortune says, "I will make things work out because I understand how wealth is created and sustained." This difference is subtle, but it changes everything. Personal philosophy governs how a person spends their time, how they react to rejection, how they learn from mistakes, and how they pursue education and growth. With a strong philosophy, every setback becomes a lesson. Without it, every setback becomes an excuse. Developing this winning philosophy requires ongoing effort. It means being conscious of the books being read, the conversations being had, and the influences being allowed into the mind. A personal philosophy that supports fortune does not happen by accident. It is deliberately shaped. Those who move from average to fortune do so because they decide to take full control of their mindset and refuse to let external circumstances dictate their future. They embrace the power of their thoughts to design their life, knowing that mindset comes before strategy and belief comes before action. By crafting a personal philosophy rooted in personal responsibility, continuous learning, and belief in one's ability to create value, anyone can move from the realm of average into the world of fortune. Fortune follows philosophy always. Change your philosophy and you begin the process of changing your life. Embrace the power of disciplined action. The path from average to fortune is not paved with luck, chance, or random opportunity. It is built step by step through consistent, intentional action. Discipline is the bridge between ideas and results, between goals and achievements, between dreams and reality. It is not enough to know what needs to be done or to understand the principles of success. Many people have knowledge, many people have dreams, but only a small percentage follow through with disciplined action day after day. That is what separates those who live average lives from those who achieve fortune. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done even when the mood to do it has long passed. It is the quiet, invisible work behind every visible success story. Most people wait for inspiration to strike or motivation to fuel their actions, but this approach guarantees inconsistency. True fortune builders understand that discipline is more reliable than motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes with mood and circumstance. But discipline is a muscle that can be developed and strengthened through repeated practice. The person who embraces disciplined action commits to daily habits, whether they feel like it or not, knowing that small, consistent steps create unstoppable momentum over time. Every small, disciplined action compounds into extraordinary results when repeated long enough. Discipline does not mean a life devoid of fun or spontaneity. It means making conscious choices about what matters most and consistently aligning actions with those priorities. The disciplined person understands that average is the result of neglect. Neglecting personal development, neglecting opportunities, neglecting daily responsibilities. Fortune is the result of attention to detail, attention to growth, Attention to the habits and actions that compound into wealth and success. Every day offers the choice between discipline and ease, between growth and comfort, between intentional action and drifting. Those who choose discipline move forward. Those who choose ease remain where they are or slip backwards. One of the greatest powers of disciplined action is that it builds self-respect. Every time a person keeps a commitment to themselves, they reinforce the belief that they are capable of success. This inner confidence grows with each disciplined act, creating a sense of personal power that fuels even greater action. Discipline is not just about working hard. It is about working consistently on the right things, the things that matter most, the things that lead directly to progress and value creation. Average people tend to let their days unfold by reaction. Disciplined people design their days by intention. They know the difference between being busy and being productive, between activity and achievement. The path to fortune is not a secret. It is written in the disciplined actions of those who have already made the journey. By embracing the power of disciplined action, anyone can leave the realm of average and step into the life they were meant to live. The actions may seem small in the moment, but their cumulative power is unstoppable. Discipline is the seed from which all fortune grows. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. The road from average to fortune is not traveled through external effort alone. It requires internal transformation. Most people work diligently on their jobs, fulfilling tasks, meeting deadlines, and following instructions, but they neglect the most important project of all, themselves. The person who focuses only on their job will make a living, but the person who focuses on improving themselves will create a fortune. Personal development is not an optional side activity. It is the foundation upon which all lasting success is built. The greater a person's skills, mindset, and personal value, the more opportunities they attract, the better they perform, and the more capable they become of creating wealth and influence. The world does not pay for effort alone, it pays for value. And personal value increases when a person actively works on expanding their knowledge, refining their skills, and sharpening their thinking. The difference between the person who remains average and the one who rises to fortune is not just the hours worked, but the personal growth that happens during those hours and beyond them. An average person might work tirelessly, but if they never grow their mindset, their knowledge, or their abilities, they simply become more efficient at staying in the same place. On the other hand, the person who dedicates consistent time and effort to personal development gradually outgrows their circumstances and opens doors to greater opportunities. Working harder on yourself means becoming a student of life. It means reading books, studying success, attending seminars, learning from mentors, and reflecting on personal experiences to extract lessons. It means understanding that your income will never surpass your own personal development. If you want to earn more, contribute more, and experience more, you must first become more. Personal development expands not only skills, but also vision and awareness. The more a person learns and grows, the more they begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles, and solutions where others see problems. Personal development is not something that happens by accident. It requires deliberate intention and daily commitment. It's easy to get caught up in the demands of work, the routines of life, and the pressure of responsibilities. That's why most people never take the time to truly invest in themselves. But those who rise from average to fortune understand that every hour spent improving their mindset, learning new skills, and deepening their understanding of wealth and success compounds over time. The person who actively works on themselves becomes more adaptable, more creative, and more resilient. They don't just react to life, they shape it. No matter the job, industry, or background, the greatest asset a person has is themselves. By working harder on personal development than on the immediate demands of any job, anyone can increase their value in the marketplace and create a fortune far beyond what their job alone could ever provide. Jobs may come and go, but the skills, mindset, and personal value built through self-development stay for life. Fortune always follows personal growth. Master the art of setting clear goals. One of the fundamental differences between those who live an average life and those who build a fortune is the presence of clear, purposeful goals. Without goals, life drifts. With goals, life takes direction. Goals give meaning to action, urgency to time, and clarity to decisions. Most people never set clear goals because they underestimate the power of defining exactly what they want and when they want it. They hope life will improve, they wish for better outcomes, but they never write down specific targets. Fortune does not come to those who wish, it comes to those who plan, act, and persist with intention. A clear goal is more than a desire, it is a commitment. It becomes a contract with yourself, a promise to do what it takes to move from where you are to where you want to be. The process of setting goals requires thinking beyond immediate needs and imagining a bigger, better future. It challenges a person to consider what kind of life they truly want to live, how much wealth they want to create, what kind of contribution they want to make, and who they want to become along the way. Without clear goals, even hard work can become wasted effort. A person can work diligently day after day, but if their energy is scattered and their direction is unclear, progress will be slow or non-existent. Clear goals focus energy and align daily actions with long-term vision. They act as a filter, helping to distinguish between opportunities that move you forward and distractions that waste your time. Goal setting also transforms vague ambition into measurable progress. When a goal is specific with clear numbers, deadlines, and criteria for success, it becomes easier to track progress and adjust strategies along the way. This process builds momentum. Each small win creates confidence, and that confidence fuels further action. The journey from average to fortune does not happen all at once. It happens in stages, and each stage begins with a clear goal. The act of writing goals down is a signal to the mind that you are serious. It shifts ideas from imagination into reality. It takes a dream and begins to mold it into a plan. Writing goals creates accountability. A written goal is a constant reminder of the commitment you have made to yourself. Goals also provide resilience. When challenges arise, and they always do, a clear goal keeps you anchored. It gives you something to hold on to when progress feels slow or obstacles seem overwhelming. Without goals, difficulties can easily knock you off course. With clear goals, challenges become temporary detours, not permanent roadblocks. Setting clear goals is not about predicting the future, but about creating it. By deciding in advance where you want to go, you give yourself the best chance of getting there. Every fortune started with a goal. Every life of purpose and achievement began with a decision to aim higher, to define success, and to pursue it with clarity and commitment. Learn the power of association. Choose your influences wisely. One of the fastest ways to move from average to fortune is to carefully select the people who surround you. Every person is influenced, whether consciously or unconsciously, by the attitudes, habits, beliefs, and values of those they spend the most time with. People have the power to either lift you up or pull you down, to inspire you to become more, or to convince you to settle for less. The path to fortune becomes much clearer when you surround yourself with people who are thinking big, setting goals, taking action, and living with purpose. On the other hand, staying too close to people who are complacent, negative, or stuck in a cycle of average thinking makes it nearly impossible to rise above that level. Association is more than casual company. It is the environment that shapes your mindset, your standards, and ultimately your results. The average person underestimates just how much their inner circle impacts their personal philosophy and daily choices. Without realizing it, people adopt the language, habits, and even limitations of those around them. That is why those who achieve fortune are intentional about building a circle of influence that supports their vision. They actively seek out people who challenge them to grow, who share ideas, who talk about opportunities instead of problems, and who believe that success is possible through effort, learning, and contribution. Choosing the right influences is not just about surrounding yourself with wealthy people or successful individuals. It is about seeking those who embody the values and principles that align with growth and progress. This includes people who are disciplined, ambitious, ethical, and constantly improving themselves. It includes mentors who have already achieved what you aspire to achieve, peers who are on the same path and hold each other accountable, and even books, podcasts, and courses that provide constant positive influence. Association goes beyond face-to-face relationships. It includes every voice and idea allowed into your mind. This power of association also requires the courage to distance yourself from negative influences. Sometimes this means limiting time with friends or family members who consistently discourage growth or reinforce limiting beliefs. It does not mean cutting people off harshly, but it does mean protecting your mindset and your vision. Time is limited, and every moment spent with those who pull you backwards is a moment stolen from those who could help pull you forward. The environment a person chooses is a reflection of their future. Average environments produce average results, while environments designed for learning, growth, and inspiration create extraordinary results. By consciously choosing to associate with people who expect more from themselves and encourage more from others, anyone can accelerate their progress toward fortune. Success is contagious when the right people surround you. Your circle either expands your vision or shrinks it. Choose wisely, because the company you keep is one of the most powerful factors determining whether you remain average or rise to fortune. Become a lifelong learner. Study success. The journey from average to fortune is not a matter of luck, timing, or background. It is a direct result of how much a person is willing to learn, adapt, and grow throughout their life. Learning is not something that ends with formal education or training on the job. It is a lifelong commitment to personal development, the constant pursuit of new knowledge, and the deliberate study of success principles. The average person often stops learning the moment life demands their attention, when work becomes routine, when responsibilities pile up, or when comfort sets in. Those who build fortunes, however, make learning a daily habit. They understand that every problem they will ever face and every goal they will ever pursue can be approached more effectively when they continuously expand their knowledge and understanding. Lifelong learners seek out the wisdom of others who have already traveled the road to success. They read books, listen to audio programs, attend seminars, and study the lives and habits of those who have built fortunes and created lasting value. They recognize that success leaves clues, patterns of thinking, decision-making, and behavior that can be learned and applied. They don't rely on trial and error alone. Instead, they compress time by learning directly from the experiences of others. When they read, they aren't just consuming information. They are mining for insights, tools, and strategies that can shorten the path between where they are and where they want to be. Average thinking often dismisses the value of ongoing learning. It assumes that once the job is secured, the bills are paid, and life feels stable, there is no need to keep learning. This mindset guarantees stagnation. Lifelong learners understand that the world is constantly changing. Technology evolves, industries shift, opportunities emerge, and challenges grow more complex. The only way to stay ahead, to remain valuable, adaptable, and capable of creating fortune is to keep learning. Those who stop learning are left behind, while those who commit to lifelong learning continually expand their capacity to contribute, innovate, and create value. Studying success also means learning from personal experience. Every success and every failure holds valuable lessons, but only for those who take the time to reflect, analyze, and adjust their approach. Lifelong learners do not just collect knowledge, they apply it, test it, refine it, and make it their own. They are curious, not only about what works, but why it works, and how they can improve on it. They don't learn for the sake of learning, they learn to grow their capacity to succeed. Becoming a lifelong learner is a mindset shift. It's understanding that no matter how much you know, there's always more to discover. It's accepting that learning is not a phase, it's a way of life. It's knowing that every new idea, every fresh perspective, every piece of knowledge has the potential to unlock the next opportunity, solve the next challenge, and move one step closer to fortune. To become a lifelong learner, study success. The journey from average to fortune is not a matter of luck, timing, or background. It is a direct result of how much a person is willing to learn, adapt, and grow throughout their life. Learning is not something that ends with formal education or training on the job. It is a lifelong commitment to personal development, the constant pursuit of new knowledge, and the deliberate study of success principles. The average person often stops learning the moment life demands their attention, when work becomes routine, when responsibilities pile up, or when comfort sets in. Those who build fortunes, however, make learning a daily habit. They understand that every problem they will ever face and every goal they will ever pursue can be approached more effectively when they continuously expand their knowledge and understanding. Lifelong learners seek out the wisdom of others who have already traveled the road to success. They read books, listen to audio programs, attend seminars, and study the lives and habits of those who have built fortunes and created lasting value. They recognize that success leaves clues, patterns of thinking, decision-making, and behavior that can be learned and applied. They don't rely on trial and error alone. Instead, they compress time by learning directly from the experiences of others. When they read, they aren't just consuming information. They are mining for insights, tools, and strategies that can shorten the path between where they are and where they want to be. Average thinking often dismisses the value of ongoing learning. It assumes that once the job is secured, the bills are paid, and life feels stable, there is no need to keep learning. This mindset guarantees stagnation. Lifelong learners understand that the world is constantly changing. Technology evolves, industries shift, opportunities emerge, and challenges grow more complex. The only way to stay ahead, to remain valuable, adaptable, and capable of creating fortune is to keep learning. Those who stop learning are left behind, while those who commit to lifelong learning continually expand their capacity to contribute, innovate, and create value. Studying success also means learning from personal experience. Every success and every failure holds valuable lessons, but only for those who take the time to reflect, analyze, and adjust their approach. Lifelong learners do not just collect knowledge, they apply it, test it, refine it, and make it their own. They are curious not only about what works, but why it works and how they can improve on it. They don't learn for the sake of learning, they learn to grow their capacity to succeed. Becoming a lifelong learner is a mindset shift. It's understanding that no matter how much you know, there's always more to discover. It's accepting that learning is not a phase, it's a way of life. It's knowing that every new idea, every fresh perspective, every piece of knowledge has the potential to unlock the next opportunity, solve the next challenge, and move one step closer to fortune. Develop a mindset of service and value creation. The path from average to fortune is not built solely on personal ambition or the pursuit of wealth for its own sake. It is built on the understanding that fortune flows to those who create value for others. The more value a person provides, the more rewards they naturally attract. This principle separates those who struggle financially from those who prosper. Average people often focus on what they can get, a paycheck, a promotion, or a raise, but those who build lasting fortunes focus first on what they can give. Solutions, ideas, products, services, and value that improve the lives of others. Fortune is the natural byproduct of solving problems, meeting needs, and serving people at scale. Value creation begins with the mindset of contribution. It is the understanding that income is directly linked to impact. The person who solves small problems for a few people earns modestly. The person who solves large problems for many people earns abundantly. This simple truth applies in every field, industry, and profession. Those who create more value elevate themselves above average because they understand that success is not a matter of taking from the marketplace, but contributing to it. The marketplace rewards those who bring solutions, innovations, and improvements. This mindset shift from taking to giving, from consuming to contributing, is the foundation of wealth creation. Developing this mindset requires a shift in focus. Instead of asking, what's in it for me, the question becomes, how can I serve? How can I make something easier, faster, better, more convenient, or more enjoyable for others? When that becomes the driving motivation, success ceases to be a mystery. It becomes the natural result of creating value worth paying for. The person who embraces service and value creation also becomes more adaptable and creative. They look for unmet needs, inefficiencies, and frustrations in the world around them and think about how they can provide a solution. They stop seeing obstacles and start seeing opportunities to serve. This mindset also cultivates trust and reputation. People naturally gravitate toward those who consistently add value. Whether in business, relationships, or leadership, the person known for contributing value becomes indispensable. Their reputation grows, opportunities flow to them, and their influence expands. Wealth follows reputation, and reputation follows consistent value creation. Average people often chase money directly, but those who achieve lasting fortune chase value creation first, knowing that money is simply the reward for service well rendered. Finally, A mindset of service ensures that success is sustainable. When wealth is built on genuine value creation, it stands the test of time. Fortunes built purely on manipulation, shortcuts, or exploitation eventually crumble. But when wealth is the result of consistent service, innovation, and problem solving, it grows stronger with every new opportunity to serve. The key to leaving average behind and building lasting fortune is simple. Become obsessed with creating value for others. The more problems you solve, the more lives you improve, and the more fortune flows naturally into your life. Value creation is the ultimate wealth strategy.